Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Scoundrel Edition. Now, when we left off, we had just arrived on Balmorra. I almost said Balsavis, because it's still ingrained in my mind. Oh yes, it's terrible. Anyway, we are now here, and we're going to speak to Dan Lazin, who is just around the corner, and hopefully that is going to mean that Corso is quite happy, and then we'll be able to return to the ship, and maybe head on to wherever it is we need to go next. So, here she is.
So, you're the ones who killed my Magar. You look younger in person. It can't have been easy to get these guns here. Thank you. Now what do I owe you?
Danla, darling, I just heard the terrible news. It's a tough time for a woman to be alone out here. But don't worry, I won't let anyone take advantage of that.
I'm sorry. I was talking with the lady.
I'm Witat. This is my town, and those are my guns you're returning from my men you killed.
Our debt is to the lady.
Aren't you too sweet? But this is my army, not Dan Lazin's. Whatever she's offering for those munitions, I'll double it.
Our deal is with Dan Lazin.
Thank you, boys. This is my life savings here. I'd match Wittit's offer if I could. Now, you move on out. We don't need you anymore.
What? This is my town!
You're no better than the Imperials. Go see if they'll have you. We'll take back Balmorra on our own.
Oh, wow, now that's feisty, isn't that? That's feisty and very, very fierce. Oh, yes, that's exactly what we like to see, especially on Balmorra. They need that, don't they? They definitely need that kind of zeal. Yes. Okay, so it's Hoth. Apparently, that is where we need to go, but for now, obviously, we'll just return to our ship, and we'll see if any of the companions would like a little bit of a word with us. And well, I'm sure there are going to be a couple. Let's speak to Risha first, if we can, and then we'll speak to Akavi, and then we'll probably travel to Hoth and see what we need to do there. But, yes, I'm really wanting to see where the romance goes with Risha.
I notice we're spending a lot of time together. I'm not complaining, but you know this can't go anywhere, right? Sooner or later I have to leave your ship. I don't want any hard feelings when I do. Does that make sense?
I'd rather regret you for the rest of my life than get scared off by your crazy talk.
There's just no reasoning with you. Have it your way. If you want to make something of whatever it is we have, fine. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, I like it. I like this romance. I like this romance a lot, actually. I mean, yes, I know that Risha can be a little bit, shall we say, strong and harsh and all kinds of things. There's Ivory in that little compartment over there, by the way. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's speak to Akavi.
Your crew has welcomed me. I did not expect that.
What's the usual protocol for Mandalorians turning against the Empire and joining a shiftless spacer's crew?
I would call no part of that usual. It was not a coincidence I came to you on Balmorra. Your name is famous among bounty hunters for the price both Skavik and Rogan put on you. I wanted to see who was worth so many credits.
Can you put a credit value on this? I always thought I was priceless.
Every man and woman has someone who will pay to see them dead. Most just don't follow through. Do not worry. I would not give this up for a bounty.
Ah, thank you very much. So, yes, it seems as though both romance options for the smuggler are quite, shall we say, defensive. They're scared to lower their walls and allow people to get close to them, but obviously that's just the nature of their business. One of them is an underworld shady person, and another one is a Mandalorian bounty hunter. So, yes, it's kind of, yeah, that's obviously quite explainable. But anyway, let's speak to Gus. This will be our final companion for this episode, and then we'll go and travel to Hoth.
So, have I been looking any more convincing with the lightsaber? I mean, it's about as much use to me in a fight as a glow-in-the-dark belt buckle. But I figure if I wave it around, maybe it'll scare people off.
You think you can get me one of those?
I'll keep my eye out. This was the only lightsaber we had, you know, in the whole Enclave. I wasn't in the Jedi Academy proper. Never made it that far. My master ran a recruitment center on Nar Shaddaa. I don't think he had the guts to actually bring me out in public.
Doesn't sound like much of a life.
It was a step up from prison.
Oh, that's harsh. Oh, that is really harsh. I feel sorry for Gus. He's such a well, technically he's actually a nice guy, but it's just such a shame that he did not get an opportunity to do that. Obviously, I think it's mainly because he didn't allow people to help him, and he instead ran away from the Jedi. I think that's probably what happened anyway. Well, I don't actually know, but we're gonna find out, I guess. But for now, let's travel to Hoth and see if there is a... No, there is no holo terminal core. So what we're going to do is... Well, I'm actually going to stand here because we've never seen it actually go into hyperspace. We've never seen our ship actually travel that fast, as you can see. Look at that. That's really cool. I actually really like that small detail that they've added there, because they didn't have to do that. They could have just done some random shortcut thing, but it's really nice to see that actually happen. Anyway, let's speak to Corso, and then we'll go down and find Sharis Katur's hiding spot.
I knew your whole only in it for the money thing was just a front. Thank you, Captain. I couldn't live with myself if we'd left Dan Lazine with that pig.
Hardly makes up for killing her husband.
She's probably not the first widow we've ever left, Captain. You just gotta hope it all evens out, you know? Governor's office on Ord Mantell says thanks, by the way. With the disarm codes, they finally got real peace there. It's hard to say if something like that is worth a life.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's saving a lot of lives, isn't it? And we did only kill 3 people, but obviously saying that, I mean, then you get into the discussion of how many is too many, and how few is too few for the losses, obviously, that you have to consider. But obviously, Ord Mantell was being absolutely just ransomed. They were just unable to do anything, as you could obviously hear from the previous episode. You know, Corso said they were in economic breakdown and it was absolutely terrible. So, saving those lives by killing a couple is not actually that bad, but obviously it was just a misunderstanding. We did not know that they were Balmoran rebels, so that's... yeah, that's not great, is it? That wasn't too good. But that's the thing, they had an opportunity to say, hey, we're Balmorans, you know? I mean, if they didn't realize, obviously they didn't realize who we were or anything, but just gotta say, Jeff is looking magnificent in this lighting. Oh yes, isn't he? Yeah, the gold is just sparkling in the lights. Oh yeah, very, very artificial lighting. But anyway, we're gonna head down to Hoth. Now, I've got to say, just while we're traveling here, I know that the traveling usually is cut out by me because it actually takes a long time, and maybe you all don't realize how long it takes, but anyway, point is, travel time takes a long time, so I thought I would have a little bit of a conversation with you about Risha, because as you can see, I was just taking a look at her description, because obviously way before Knights of the Fallen Empire, they did not include, as far as I'm aware, they did not include this description unless it was in the Codex. I never accessed the Codex myself, but anyway, the point is, despite her biting sarcasm and general selfishness, one can never shake the feeling that Risha would be a better person if only she knew how. However, as you see, she has created personal self-defense mechanisms and so forth. Only the most persistent friend has any hope of meeting the real Risha hiding beneath the surface. And that is really cool in my opinion. I really like that extra depth that they add to her character. And that's partially the reason why I really enjoy the romance with her as well. And I can assume that Akavi would also be as rewarding, because obviously she's all about honor and, well, hating the Republic. So I suppose if we were wanting to be more dark side, which is kind of amusing because we started this series being a very kind of harsh fellow, yeah, kind of, I say, very, very loosely, because obviously we were quite mean to a lot of people, and while I was actually intending, when we first started this, I was actually intending to be sort of like a smart aleck, sort of like a very much aggressive variant of the Smuggler, instead of being a happy-go-lucky kind of credit-hunting fellow you know, I was going to be someone that was more like a bounty hunter, actually, than anything, and was mainly just looking to complete the job with as much body count as he could muster, but it seems as though I may have gone the wrong way. Have I really gone the wrong way? Well, if I have, then you don't have to watch that, but... Oh, that's an exhaustion zone. Okay, well, yes. Apparently, I have made a grievous error, General Grievous. Okay, so I finally found the way down. Yeah, it was actually on the other side of the ridge, I suppose you could say. There's actually a place up there, and I had to go all the way around and down a slope, and it was absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. So, do we have a bonus mission here? I don't know. I suppose we're going to find out in a second. So, let's have a look here. I do have Risha with me, by the way, because apparently Risha knows Jedi Master Suma Lee. No, we don't have a bonus mission. Okay, so that's at least a little easier for us then. Alright, so yes, as Master Jedi Suma Lee knows Risha, I thought I would bring her along. Yes, I thought I would explain that, because obviously I just mentioned it and didn't actually explain it. So, let's kill these droids, because we do need to open up this door here. This is kind of hilarious how someone is hiding out in, well, a random cave, but I suppose it is meant to be a very, very good hiding spot, and apparently it is. So, wait a minute. Was there someone around there? I thought I saw someone around there. Okay, apparently not.
Shh, keep it down. Risha? I thought that sounded like you. Did you finally decide to join us on the straight and narrow?
Hardly, but I figured it's just like you to go ground in the enemy's treasury.
I figured it was the last place his bloodhounds would go sniffing.
Imperials are thick out there. We should go, quickly.
It's not that easy. He's got his fingers in the Republic now. The Void Wolf's been recruiting. He's courting Hutts, the White Maw, hitmen for hire. Anyone who won't pledge loyalty goes to hard vacuum. And he's got enough spies in our space station that my cover was blown the minute I landed. What do you think? Is there a way you can smuggle me up without any of his people or our people catching wise?
As it happens, smuggling's my specialty.
Ah, now I see where Risha found you.
You wouldn't even imagine.
I was going to hide in there. It's an automated cargo shuttle full of everything here the Void Wolf thought worth keeping. Go to the space station and get security to let us through, and you're welcome to keep everything in it. I trust you can come up with a story to explain why you're shipping Imperial droids off Hoth.
Oh, yeah, I think I probably can, but what does rendezvous mean? Does that mean I actually have to travel back there? I think so. Now, there is a bonus mission here to pick up Imperial boxes, so if you comment that, then obviously you already know that I know about it, but I didn't really want to fight through those things. I kind of just wanted to get to the story here, because I wanted to get off Hoth as soon as possible. I'm not a big fan of Hoth. I actually don't mind it that much anymore, but this is my 7th class in Star Wars The Old Republic, so it kind of, you know, it was one of my worst planets, but now I'm kind of just, it's okay, you know, it's not bad, but it's not the greatest thing ever, because obviously you saw what happened, you know, I went the wrong way, because I kind of didn't really realize what was going on, and yeah, then it just spiraled out of control, and it made things kind of bad, but, you know, Belsavis is kind of worse, I think, but they're kind of tied, I think. They're kind of tied, but even so, I don't think there are any bad planets. I think it's just what you make of them, I suppose, and whether you get a decent, shall we say, oh no, a customs agent, how wonderful, but yes, whether you get a decent ride, you know, so if you have a huge amount of enemies in front of you, then obviously things are going to be a little bit trickier.
Stop it right there. I'm going to need your ID, your papers, and a blasted good reason why you're flying in and out of a war zone for kicks.
This is a private job for Jedi Master Suma Lee. You want to tell her you tried to stop me?
Far as I know, our Jedi advisor was killed weeks ago. I think I need to take a look-see, make sure you're not trying to smuggle valuable resources off Hoth.
I wouldn't do that. Master Sumili said the cargo is force-sensitive. Non-Jedi can go blind and deranged just at the sight.
I knew it. I knew they wouldn't keep sending bodies down there if there wasn't something special under that ice. Load your ship and get out of here. I'm telling the boys.
Blind and deranged? I can't believe you fell for that. I can take it from here. I've got my own ship stashed a few hangars down. This one's a keeper, Risha. Thanks for the help. You're welcome to any of the salvage in the shuttle. Some of it might fetch a good price. And I'll make sure you get anything I learn about the Void Wolf.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Okay, so it seems like our stop on Hoth was relatively short, and I'm kind of happy about that. I am kind of happy about that. Anyway, I'm going to be ending this episode off here. Next time, we're going to be using our ship's holoterminal, probably speaking to a couple more companions, and then seeing where we go next. Probably something to do with Corellia, I'm going to assume. Oh, no, wait. It's probably going to be Vost, isn't it? Yes. Wow, I completely forgot about that, because we are level 48, and usually we're about 48 when we go to Corellia, or 46 in most cases. But anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.